Go on.
We can just cut him in at the end. So what's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
best, we got the resident smartass in the Grow group. What's the best age to conquer Europe your first time? I see
Oh,
you've
yeah. What
answered
did I
that.
say?
17.
Uh, 17. That's right.
I think he
Because
was just,
17, yeah, like I never traveled until I was 33, and by the time I was 33, I was kind of too old to get into strife. So I reckon you should travel when you're 17 because you're too young and
wow.
dumb to know any better, and you can just cut loose.
Yeah, I'm not sure if
Yeah.
I'd say go to Mexico at that time,
No,
because you
no,
probably
no,
end up
no.
in jail or
You
dead,
you
but
might not come
you're,
back. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go to
um,
Europe and don't spend a lot of time in Southeast Asia at the age of 17 either, because that's just going to be dangerous.
I
You're going to get in
actually,
trouble.
when he said conquer Europe, I actually thought he meant like literally conquer Europe, like with an army or something.
Oh
He,
wow.
yeah,
Okay.
he's often quite smart ass with his posts,
Right.
so I don't know what he's talking about.
Uh,
This could be a bit too not answerable. Are you planning an elevation type program for non-WordPress users like Squarespace, or Shopify? And if so, are you dropping WP?
that's a good question. No, I can't imagine that we'll start an elevation program for Squarespace or Shopify developers or Magento developers, God help them. But we are, there definitely is scope for, I imagine, if we're having this conversation in 3 to 5 years' time, part of our vision is to help creative entrepreneurs turn their passion into a profitable business. That's part of the big vision for the company. So WP Elevation is a great sandbox and will always be very active in the WordPress space because it's what we love and it's where we're
Mm,
from. But the truth is that a lot of what we teach in the blueprint is not WordPress specific. It is really about helping creative freelancers become consultants and become entrepreneurs and business owners. So there definitely is scope for that conversation to expand over the next 3 to 5 years.
nice. I like this question because it applies to me too. What have been the two top pros and two top cons for having a business partner?
Well, my business partner at the moment is awesome. I've had business partners in the past where it hasn't kind of worked out just because we literally have wanted different things out of life, and
Mm,
that you just don't know that until you're kind of, you're a few years into it.
definitely.
Um, for me, I shoot from the hip, man. I move very quickly. I shoot from the hip. I make decisions all the time, a million miles an hour, and I need someone to kind of keep me in check. I need someone to keep a lid on it and kind of keep me grounded. Um, so the big pros for me of having a business partner is having someone there to keep me like a sanity check, and
Mhm.
also having someone there with a complementary skill set. So my business partner, Brian, is technically minded and he runs the team here in the Philippines. He looks after the developers and he does all the technology stuff in the business, which I can't do. Um, I don't know I mean, I can't imagine doing anything without Brian now. We actually had this conversation the other day that if we were going to start if WP Elevation, disappeared overnight or got bought out, which would never happen. But, if we kind of weren't doing it anymore, what would we do? And I'd be like, well, I'd just call you up and see what you wanted to start next. Like, I can't imagine doing anything without him. Um, so,
That's
yeah, I'm not
exactly
sure
what
there
you
are.
want.
Yeah, but there are cons of having a business partner, and I can speak from previous experiences. If you're not on the same page and you don't want the same things out of life, then that can be very difficult. You want to make sure that you've got the same hunger and the same vision as your business partner.
Absolutely,
If
yeah.
one of you is really hungry and the other one's not, that's going to cause friction. And if you've just got different visions, then that's going to cause friction.
Yeah, I think that's really key because I have a lot of people talk about my relationship with my business partner, and we had so many people warning me at the start, like, "Oh, you're gonna have to be careful. They don't all turn out very well," and blah blah blah. And man, my business partner's perfect. He
Yeah.
does the tech stuff. Like, he went away to a conference once because I couldn't make it, and we had a ticket, and he said, "Please never put me through that again." And I was like,
That's right.
"Sweet, I'm happy to go to all of them."
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
it's just
They're very similar conversations that we have here,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, on that
Yeah.
topic, I think Rocket Fuel is a really awesome book about the business partners that work together really well. Worth
Ah,
reading.
nice. I'll have to add that to my list.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it.